Modern AAA games are bigger than ever, more expensive, and somehow they still feels incomplete. I mean, let me ask you something. When was the last time a AAA game released finished? It's somehow still released like someone forgot to finish their homework. You download the game says, Day 1 batch, 40 gigabytes. The game installs, then it says, additional update required, another 35 gigabytes. At this point, the real gameplay experience is just watching the download bar slowly destroys your internet plan. And yes, I pay for data guys, I'm not privileged like most of you. And when you can finally play the game, there's a battle pass, a cosmetic store, 200 characters that you need to pay to unlock. And apparently for some games, the real ending is coming in a DLC maybe 2 years later. So we're talking about something that's been happening in the gaming industry for a while now. And we're gonna talk about why sometimes they feel like they were designed by a spreadsheet instead of a human being. And by the way, if you're new here, I'm Trace. If you love games, all kind of games, you're in the right place. So relax, take it easy, let's get back into it. Let's start with the first one right away. Games became too big. AAA games have become massive, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean big like, you open the map, zoom out again, zoom out once more, and suddenly the game looks like Google Maps with dragons in it. At some point, game studios decided every game needs to be an open world the size of a small country. Why? No one knows. Apparently someone in a meeting said, players love freedom, and another one replied, perfect, let's give them 900 kilometers of empty land. And look, open world can be amazing, some games use them incredibly well. But a lot of modern AAA worlds feel like they were built using a simple formula. Just make a huge world, filled with icons, make the map looks like someone dropped a box of confetti on the screen. Congratulations, you have the game. Quest marks, side missions, collectibles, hidden treasures, ancient artifacts, legendary weapons, mystery cave, another mystery cave, and a third mystery cave that somehow looks exactly like the first two. At some point you realize you're not exploring anymore, you're just doing errands in a fantasy universe. Graphics have become insane. Characters have realistic skin, individual hair strands, wrinkles, sweat, pores, but that realism comes at a cost. To build a single high quality character today can take months of work. Motion captures, facial captures, animation passes, lighting passes, voice acting, cinematic cameras. At this point, developers are basically making movies, not games. And that explains why some games now take more than 10 years to develop. And after all that effort, someone on the internet with a square head will say, yeah, but the water physics in the bottle looks fake.
No! God, please, no! No!
And this just brings us to the third reason. AAA budgets are ridiculous. You remember the day when AAA game cost 200 million, 300 million? Well, guess what? This is just a small change by today's standards. At this point, game development has become so expensive that studios treat every project like a high-stakes casino bet. You either hit the jackpot, or the studio starts sweating more than you in a boss fight on nightmare difficulty. And when that much money is involved, publishers become very nervous, which means they stop taking risks. Instead we get remakes, remasters, director's cuts, ultimate edition, definitive edition, gold edition, anniversary edition, and my personal favorite, editor me, drums please, complete editions. And the complete edition still doesn't include everything in the game.
Okay, if I buy the Deluxe Premium Gold Ultimate Edition with Expansion Pass, do I finally get the full game?
No, you get a hat. Now let's talk about the moment the industry discovered something magical, live service games. Publishers realized something. Instead of selling one game, what if they could sell one game forever? Suddenly, every company wanted a live service hit. Battle Pass for the Battle Pass, limited skins, limited events, limited time cosmetics, limited time items that disappear forever unless you pay immediately. Some games now launch with more store menus than gameplay menus. At this point, I'm surprised game didn't ask for your credit card before the tutorial finishes. Welcome to the game, press X to attack, press Y to dodge, and press your wallet to win. I know live service can be great, but when every company tries to copy the same game, you end up with a lot of games that feels less like entertainment and more like a part-time job. We're not playing for fun anymore. It feels like we're grinding and for what? It's not a digital homework, guys. Another reason AAA games take forever is simple. Development is getting harder. Modern development teams are massive. Some AAA games have thousands of developers, designers, programmers, animators, writer team, and of course, someone whose entire job is probably just naming DLC packs. Managing a project that big is extremely difficult. Even some problems can delay the entire game. One technical issue can slow down an entire department. A design change can force months of work to be redone. Suddenly, a 4-year project becomes a 7-year project. And then the game finally releases with thousands of issues anyway. So here's the big question. Are we losing our focus? Are modern AAA games actually better than before? Technologically, yes. Graphically, absolutely. But sometimes they feel over-designed, over-complicated, overstuffed. Some of the best games ever made were simple, focused, and creative. They knew exactly what they wanted to be. Unlike modern AAA games, sometimes they feel like they are trying to be everything at once. Games are incredible achievements, but the industry is clearly struggling to balance scale, creativity, and expectations. Games are getting bigger, budgets are exploding, development time are stretching longer and longer. The industry is clearly chasing size, not quality. Gaming isn't about making a big world, it's about making a better one. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. As always, Trace was here, thanks for watching, see you in the next video.